all my beautiful family. Today we start this Sunday Shining with the card of the Dove. And the card says, spread messages of peace and harmony. And the guidance the doves bring us today is to take deep breaths and center ourselves on the out-breath until we feel calm and tranquil. They say, fill the cells of your body with pure peace. Hold out your hand and imagine a gentle white dove landing on it. Listen to its soft coo and allow it to open you up to a serene and loving way of being. Let your energy fields glow with peace and harmony. Think of people and situations in your life that would benefit from your light and visualize them being bathed in it. Plant new seeds of kindness, love, cooperation, or whatever is most needed for the highest good. Notice that changes occur. When your energy fields contain the keys and codes of peace and harmony, you become a catalyst for transformation wherever you go. Hi all you beautiful people. Welcome to our Sunday Shining. Number 45, I think. Another week has gone by. We are moving forward, maybe. We are living. We are experiencing. We are thinking a lot, most of us. I know I am. And life around us is changing. And for some of us it's changing for the better. For some of us it's changing for the worse. So yeah, we're going to go into what I feel I'm being guided to share today. So thank you for all your comments from last time, and also your questions that might arise, which inspire me to ask, to be inspired myself. And yeah, so thank you for being there. And not only thank you for being there, because what is most important is that whatever I share here, you can use it, and whoever while you're here, you can use it and it's good, and then for some it's enough and they move on and find something else that's inspiring, or just it's not right for them anymore. So it's so important that whatever we do it because it's true for us, because it is nourishing us, because it's helping us grow. So yeah, but it's lovely that you share something, you who wish to be here, and whatever you share from your life, it's very, very lovely. So thank you. So Karen, you had a little comment from last time, after last time, about how do we go deeper. And yeah, this is really what this is all about, how to going deeper. And why do we need to go deeper? Well, one reason is that when we don't go deeper, we are, most of us, very affected by the outside world, and the outside world is very, very difficult to, if we have too much attention on the outer world, we suffer, most of us suffer a real lot, and it gets us into this whirlwind. So going deeper also means releasing our grip on the outside world, moving our focus away from what's happening around us. It could even be just somebody speaking right next to us, anything, even the birds singing. Sometimes it's good to just shut the windows and so you don't, you just have silence. Just let it all go. And automatically we sink deeper, because it's like we are being sucked. Our soul is calling us into its nearness. You can also say God within is calling us. And he's been calling with a very quiet voice for a very long time, ever since the beginning of time, really. When we went into illusion, when we went into separation, he was calling us with a very, very little voice, because we had to spend a lot of time, most of us, in this very difficult place where we felt separation. But as it is now on the earth, God is calling with a very loud voice, very wonderful, powerful, inviting voice. Come to me, come to me. And it's also our spirit, our true self, that's saying, come to me, come to me. And are they calling so that we can go into a little our own little room and just not care about anything around us? No. They're calling us because when we go there first, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all else will be given to you. Go there first. Go there first as the first step. And engage with the world from that state of being. And as soon as we do that, the world around us has changed. It's already changed. It's more beautiful. It's more peaceful. People are more loving. We feel more joy. We feel more rootedness. We feel much stronger. And the outside world has not, it's faded a little bit. It's not so important anymore, because we're not seeking what we were seeking before. We're not seeking that anymore from the outside world, because we already found what we were actually looking for all along when we went within. And what did we find? Well, we transformed, really. And of course, this is not something that happens the first time, because it's like in an elevator. You can go a little bit down and then back into the world, get all confused, have a bit more suffering, and the next time when you just, you need to go back, you go a little bit deeper and go a little bit deeper. Every time you go a little bit deeper, and finally the transformation happens, and you've reached the bottom floor or the top floor, and you have the puzzle pieces have fallen into place. You've realized what this is all about. And for some of us, it's a very very detailed picture of what this is all about. What's my life all about? And for some of us, it's very simple. So whatever works for our makeup, we will find those puzzle pieces. And finally, we finish the puzzle, and we come back into the world whole. And when we are and live and move in this world whole, the world around us is also whole. Because the world around us is a perception that is ours. So let me just say what I feel I get when I go within, and the more I do it, the more this transforms me and becomes my state of being. It is that I'm never alone, and that I'm a part of the all. I'm a completely I'm an inbuilt part of the all, and within me the all is. So I hold the all within me, and I'm also part of it. So I'm part of a huge family, and within me, if I go deep enough, deep, but also outside me is the one light, the source of all. And you can call it God, which feels good for me. You can call it anything you like. But it is the power. As I see it, some people don't believe this, and that's fine. But that's what I get, and that's what works for my makeup, is that there is the source of all, where from all comes. And it is the power of all, the prime creator, whatever you want to call it. And I am birthed out of that. I came out of that. And so I also hold that because that's seeded into me. And so there is a grand plan that I am a part of. And I'm right here where I am because that was what I chose to do. And there is a purpose for my presence. And the most important purpose is really my connection within. It is my state of being. That's the most important part of my purpose on this planet and in all of all of creation. Because this planet life, where I am and where you are right now in this time, is only a tiny, tiny aspect of our whole journey. It's something we've chosen to do for this period of time, and most of us connecting here are here to help the process of awakening, this planet coming into love. So this is a part of our journey, but our journey is much greater than that. And so this service work that we're doing right now on Earth is important, but something's much, much more important, and it's simply our state of being. It's how we feel, what we feel, and how aware we are of what we feel and how we feel, and how present we are with that right now. So that is the most important of all. And as I've mentioned before, I've got different things I want to share. Eckhart Tolle, who you might like, might not like, he's doing many videos at the moment, helping us all as things are right now, which is really wonderful. And he's preaching or teaching us to be in this moment. And he does not have in his teachings is not really that there is not really any more to understand. And that's really all we need to do, just come into this present moment. And I'll link a lovely video I saw yesterday where he's just, it's a type of meditation, but he's speaking very directly and just guiding us to just be. And of course in this whole work, we use the breath, focusing on, I can feel I am breathing, I can feel air going into my body, into my belly, and leaving my body. And for some of us, that's enough. That's all we need to learn. And in every single moment of our life, no matter where we are, going to sleep at night, in a busy shopping mall, with our family, whatever we're doing, that's all we need to focus on. Am I present within myself while I am doing this? And what we experience is that we can say we are our God selves in the situation. We have gone into that state of being, state of consciousness, where we are our God self in whatever situation we are in. And therefore everything feels different. And we have come into our power, which can look completely powerless from the outside, but the way we know that we have reached this point is the well-being. So it's there no matter what. It's there all the time. We've just been in a car crash. We've just been beaten up by somebody. We've just seen something very, very, very traumatic. It's still there because we've found the way, we've walked the path for so long that we've found out this is the way I do it. This is the way I stay present within myself and be myself, which really we are. And for me, I feel it's different because this is what has helped me so much. I've used the faith, and as I've shown you on the first channel, Katrine R, I speak about my journey with religion and the whole experience of finding God and feeling God in my life and having the relationship with God, which is very, very much like a father-child, very healthy father-child relationship for me. And getting to understand that there is not only this physical world, and that there are beings all around us. Not only beings of all types of beings. There could be people from our family who have passed on, who are still with us, angels around us, all these different types of supernatural beings. They are in a form, and they have chosen to be around us to help us in our lives. So there could be many beings around us who are guiding us and helping us. So what I have learned, that this is what I feel is true, and that's what helps me a lot to do this work of becoming present, that I know and I sense all this life around me. And one of the beautiful things of this is that there's messages for us, not only from our higher selves, but from these beings around us. They're trying to get through, and the more we sense them around us, or start to maybe just accept, or say, maybe I'll just try this. Maybe there is an angel nearby. Maybe there is someone who's trying to tell me something I need to know. And just opening that door, that possibility, helps the process, so that they start, we start sensing what they have to say to us. And they have a lot to say to us. And I just think this is so fascinating. So not only am I present, but I'm listening. And that's what I saw in one of the channelings by this beautiful woman called Anne Dahlberg, a Swedish woman. It was Judas, who was telling us to listen within, be attentive. So not only are we practicing Eckhart Tolle's path of being present, but we're opening our ears and all our senses to hear the messages that are coming exactly to us. We're being taught. We are pupils of life, and we are being taught by these beings around us, which are really God in all these forms, who are teaching us, guiding us. It's so powerful. And it's so beautiful. And of course, as we do this more and more, if you feel this is true for you, not only will you feel guided and feel you are being spoken to, but you get to understand within every fibre of your being that you are never alone, and you never have been alone. And you can't be alone. It's impossible. And for many of us on this path, which I've mentioned before, the sweetness of solitude, being alone is very important for us because we need it. And the ego mind can say, oh, but I can get that with myself and my little farm and all the animals I'm with, and I'm alone a lot of the time in my life, and I'm with the animals, and sort of think to myself, what? What's going on? Isn't this a very lonely life, or shouldn't I be with more people? And I get it very clearly, no. It's not right for me. And so we can have a life, be living a life where we are in very little contact with other humans, and it's very, very true for us and perfect for us, because our service work is different to somebody who really has to be out there with other people. That's right for them. That's part of their service work and their growing process. And what I was told the other day, I was asking this question again. It's sort of the ego comes in and says, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're right about this?" Which is wonderful, because it makes us get our awareness even more. Get the magnifying glass out. Is this really right for me, what I'm doing? And I was told very clearly that the animals are... I'm not just tending the animals. The animals, we need each other for the service work we're doing. So for many of us, we are simply being a conduit for the light. So we are simply being a channel for the light. So you can see it in a simple way. God has this watering can. He's pouring love onto this planet, and only people who open up their hearts and their minds and their spirit to Him will get the water flowing through, so that love can flow deeper into this planet. This planet can become more love-filled. So it sounds very simple, and basically that's really what we're doing. That's what I've sort of been told. That's what you're doing. You're just opening up the floodgates so that more love can pour into the planet. And you're doing it by doing everything you love to do, and you feel intuitively guided to do. That's the way you open the gateways. So every time you're doing something that you really, really love to do, you are becoming more of a channel, conduit, a gateway for the love to pour in, and for everything to be cleansed and transformed. And the animals are helping me do this job, and they're also here doing their service work, which is like mine. So it's like that's what I was being told. This is a group. This is a group service work. We're doing this together. So it's not just me going out feeding them, giving them their water, moving their fences. It's on a much higher and deeper level, which I just can't explain properly. But I just know there's this beauty, the feeling of very, very, it's very, very high vibrational feeling of joy when I'm doing it. Although sometimes I feel it can be a bit much what I have, but I just keep being told, just go on, because this is what we want. And so, yeah, yeah, just going back to, let's just have a little breathing time together. So if you like to shut your eyes, and you don't have to shut your eyes, but I'll shut my eyes. And just sense how you are right here, and there is really nothing else than you, or everything is here and you are this center point of life. And within you is the kingdom of God. And just see how you can sense your breath coming in through your nostrils or through your mouth, whatever you like. It's good through the nostrils, just feeling this cool air at the top of your nose. Nostrils going in. And just releasing your belly, just softening your belly and feeling how the breath goes in and fills your belly. And we can do this particular way of breathing where you focus on a very long out-breath. Letting it be so soft and silent, really. And when you feel you've squeezed, just keep squeezing, 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 squeezing the air out and your belly down here. You could maybe have a little pause and then just let the air go in like a balloon, and feel how all your lungs are just filled with this beautiful air. It happens automatically when you push, 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 and then comes the slow exhalation again. Just let it leave your body. And when you've completely emptied your lungs, just so just this experience of being alive and feeling the breath. This is a way to go deeper. This experience of being somebody who is breathing, who is alive. This breathing experience, which is so automatic and we so rarely focus on it. We can, with our free will, take all our attention away from the news and the birds and the headlines and somebody nearby, some funny noise, whatever, and just bring our attention right into this place of this cool air entering our nose. And feeling our bodies expand and contract. The flow of life, the wave of life is in us all the time on this earthly plane, in our physical body. So yeah, this was about one approach, which is just to be in the now, and my approach, which I feel is more expanded and just feels more right for me, and it might not feel for you, to understand all this life and all this presence. There's all this presence around us, and there's so many eyes on us. Not that we need to have all this attention, but it's very helpful, especially now when life can seem so difficult and we can feel so lonely. And as they say in the channelings, the beings, whatever we want to call them, galactics, angels, they say we are the warriors on the earth, because we are we are doing the most difficult job there is. It's much easier where they are, because we're in the physical form. We have to look after this physical body. We have all these thoughts from all this life we've had that we have to release from ourselves. We have this enormous, the whole process of what the earth is in, we have in our own body and life, and it's enormous. And so having this sense that there are beings around us who are not only looking onto us with loving eyes, but giving us all their attention because they're helping us, I just think is very powerful. So it works really well for me. So in every single moment of every single day and night, you can choose this state of being anchored within your heart, within yourself. Just bring your focus there. And what I talked about last time, about the cleansing process, that will happen completely automatically, because when you go into your presence, into your being, and you are present there, and the life around you fades a little bit, and you have all this wonderful attention, really it's your own love for yourself is being concentrated here. The emotions that are trapped and in you and that are holding you back, they will surface. It comes automatically, so we don't have to think about this process. It's going to happen completely automatically when you go within and you become present within yourself. They will surface like little corkscrews, one by one. And we can just embrace them with our love and give them that attention that we had on our breath. Give that to that emotion. Allow the emotion to come up. Maybe use our EFT, or whatever tools we have to embrace the emotion, and it will disappear. It will be cleaned away. Yeah, so I got a little image this morning, another little one, which is, there's just so many ways to see this, that God has given us 2 rooms, and we can choose one or the other. And in the one room, he is by the, you can see it whatever way you like. He's sitting by the fireplace, and he's going like this, come over to me, and you come over and he puts his arm around you, and you're there, and you might be looking into the fire together. And that is the state of being he wants you to be in all the time, in his nearness, because that's the way you're going to thrive on this planet, because you come into unity. When you're in unity with God, you're in unity with the all. And there's another room full of people, full of activity, and where God's presence is you can't really see him. He's there because he's everywhere. But you are in a state of being where you are alone, and you have to fight your way through life. And people can really, really get in the way. So it's really everybody against everybody. And the world around you is very, very frightening, because it's really every man to his own thing. And you don't feel God's presence, really. And that is also a way you can live your life in that state of being, that state of consciousness. And that's just what he showed me. God showed me you can go into either one. I'm still going to love you. I'll never stop loving you. But he's calling us into that room and into that state of consciousness where we always feel his arm around us, and we go about our life. So this is just a state of being where we can use this image as, okay, that's the way I feel. I'm being held. I'm looking into the fire. I know all is well, and all has always been well, and I am one with my Creator, and I'm one with all. And I'm completely looked after and guided in every moment. And that, with that state of being, I'm going to go out into the world and do my thing. And it might be a very little thing, because what you go out into the world and do is not so important anymore. Because you realize that it's actually the state of consciousness, it's your state of being that's going to affect the world the most. So you have done the big job. So what you go out in the world and do, really, God says, do what you like, do what's fun. And I will make sure you can live, you will have abundance, you'll be in abundance and have what you need. Because you're doing exactly what I want, God says. You are in my presence and you're shining my light. and at the same time you're being a joyful human who can inspire others. That's what I want you to do. So whether you're knitting socks or you're being a president of a country, that's not so important. It's your state of being that's the most important. And whatever you do, you will do because you love to do it, and that's what I want. Whatever you do because you love it. So if you live your life in the other state of being, it's going to get really tough. It's really, really, really tough, because you're not going to feel me in the same way, and you're going to feel very alone, and you're going to feel that what is happening around you is controlling you, which is the illusion. It is, that room is the world of the illusion. It's not true that everybody's against everybody and everybody's alone and nobody's looked after and everybody has to make their way. It's a lie. But we've been given this free will, and that in that state of consciousness you can live your whole life. And you can say in a way it's not really consciousness, it's a state of being, where that's the way you feel life is. So it's just beautiful how these little images come and we can use them to inspire us. So I could use that one anyway. So I've got another little one. So these two rooms I was talking about, the one is unity consciousness and the other one is living in separation. And unity consciousness is where we're going. That's the future. That's really the world now, where this is where we've been called to be. And so yeah, another little one I got was that we humans, we are in a process from being sick to being healed, from being separated to become one, from being lost to be found, from being blind to get to see, and so it just came to me that we are the sick. And as we move on, we realize that we are the healer. And then we allow the healer in us to heal us. And then we become the healed. And when we have become the healed, we become the creator. So we return to God, our God self. So that was, so we are the sick. And we realize that I'm the healer of myself and my life. And I become the healed. And then I realize, oh, I am the creator. I'm one with the creator. The creator lives in me. And I'm here to create with joy, with love, with purity, with light. I'm here to create heaven on earth. That's why I came. And for me to create heaven on earth, I have to become heaven. And that's what happens when we go through this process. But we have to go from the sick to the healed. That's the way we gain this enormous consciousness. Yeah, so what was it? Another thing I wrote, there is only one problem that needs to be solved. There is only one relationship that needs to be healed. That's in us. It's all ours. It's our relationship. It's our returning to our divine self. That is the only problem there is. Man has lost contact with its divine self, and when we return to our divine self, the only problem that is and has been, is solved. That is the problem. And there's only one relationship that needs to be healed, and that's that relationship, that we become our divine self. Yeah, so life is good, life is exciting, and I don't know how you feel, but I feel it. Life is becoming so beautiful, And I know places on the earth where it's very, very difficult, and if we have this approach to it, that it is meant to be, and that whatever situation we are in, we can use going into our center, doing this whatever is happening, and understanding that the world around us changes when we do this. But realizing that there is a plan, and that all this happened because, and we chose to go into this because we needed this for our learning process. So as I see it, life is getting better and better, and it's getting more and more beautiful, and if you're not feeling it, you've got a lot to look forward to. So I want to share a little practical thing which is very much really related to what we've been talking about, and it's something I recently discovered, which is a woman yoga teacher, and I think she's really, really wonderful. Her name is, the YouTube channel is called Yoga with Adriene. I'll put a link under here. And it's enormous, that channel is enormous. And what I just want to say is, what I feel, because you don't really have to do the yoga, you can just do some of the relaxation. What I love about her is her depth and her humour. And she's just a very highly evolved being, really. And she's and the yoga, which I have done in periods of my life, and I've sort of taken it back into my life now because I can feel it's very powerful. Because what it does is not just moving the body around and making us strong and flexible. It's actually coming into this divine union. And realizing how the body is also divine. It is the temple. And just that breathing exercise we did before is really pranayama. It's bringing the focus onto your breath. And so feeling, and this is also, I mean, when we wish to go deeper, we wish to have this deeper relationship with ourselves, this is a very wonderful tool, because it's all about getting down on that mat and being with yourself, and realizing that your body is not just a body, some arms and legs and a head and something that you're dragging around through life. It is a holy chalice, and all you really need to do is bring it your attention, and you sense that in this body, which I now give my love and attention to, and I relax into it. First of all, I let go of the world around me, because you can't be very focused on your body and your breath and these slow movements and think about what's going on in the news. You can't really do that. So I forgot to button my dress. This is, I think, and that's what you can see for millions and millions of people. It's a fantastic tool, and it really is all about me with me. Me discovering me, my body, my soul, my mind, my breath, and allowing myself time and energy to just be here and experiencing how rich you become. So you're cultivating your own aliveness, as well as really helping your body heal and become more powerful, more beautiful, more well-being. You're giving, it's medicine, really. So I think she's really wonderful, and you might like to go and have a look at her. So we're going to do a Gabriel message and see what he has to say. So let's do that, and I'll button my dress. So it's getting towards midday. The birds are calming down now. They're not so noisy. They're having a midday rest. So this is the Gabriel message number 25. Strengthen your conscious awareness of other states beyond the physical, communicate deeply within yourself, and learn to trust in your own answers. Dear one, you are here on this planet to develop yourself fully. When the ancient philosophers stated, "Know thyself," they were talking about the power of self-awareness. This means not just one's consciousness of the physical or even of the mental and emotional selves. To truly know oneself means a real discernment of yourself as a multi-dimensional being. You have the power within you to know planes of reality beyond the three-dimensional world in which you live. In fact, developing an awareness of these other states creates a link to the joy and love so many are seeking. These qualities you truly desire in life are beyond the physical plane. They exist in the expanded state of consciousness that is your bond with God, the source of your very being. To commune within yourself is to find these qualities. It requires a willingness to see yourself, see beyond your outer self, and to take the time necessary to create a conscious awareness of the love and light within you. And here's a little practice. As you sit quietly and breathe balanced breaths deeply and slowly, there are immediate results in mind, body and spirit. Imagine that you are sitting in a pillar of golden light, joining heaven to earth through you. This allows you to enlarge your consciousness. When you add prayer, asking for what you want in your life, you allow the grace of the angels to work through you. On this free will plane of existence, you need to ask for their assistance or they will not interfere. This does not necessarily mean a formal prayer. Asking can be as simple as saying the words for the qualities you want in your life, such as love, peace, and harmony. Meditating on these qualities can literally change your life and create a more abundant, joy-filled existence. It allows you to tap into your higher self and your guardian angels, so you are communicating with the deepest level of your being. From this place, the answers you receive will be from a level of divine order, and all that follows will be for the highest good of all concerned. You will receive intuition and know the acts and words that will best assist you with the challenges you face. Once you begin to act on your intuitive guidance, you will start to trust yourself. Life will feel easier. You won't need to continue looking to others for the answers. With every fiber of your being, you will know what is truth in your life. Trusting in yourself does not mean you are alone, for you are never alone. At all times you have with you angels to assist you. Some have been with you for eons of time. Working in harmony with the light of God, they know you at the deepest level of your soul. It is comforting to know that you are always wrapped in their wings of pure love and cared for beyond your capacity to understand. It is this link within the self that most people are seeking. They hunger for knowledge of the love that is within them. It is readily available through prayer and taking time to sit and breathe in light and love in a conscious manner. So give yourself the gift of sitting in light and love every day for 5 minutes. It is a simple thing that will provide you with wondrous joy. The angels are ready now to lead you into the light of your true self. Create a conscious relationship with your higher power and find the joy you so desire to have. Ask for assistance from the angels. Begin to do this every day and miracles will surely occur, for miracles are your birthright and the natural state of your being. Know that you deserve to have your life filled with love, joy, and miracles. Learn to communicate within and trust in your own truth. This is the way you will live to your fullest potential and fulfill your highest destiny on earth. We love you and bless you with all that is good. Remember your message from the angels today. Strengthen your conscious awareness of other states beyond the physical. Communicate deeply within yourself and learn to trust in your own answers. Sisterhood, brotherhood. We stand together as one. So that was good and appropriate for what we're talking about. Going within, feeling that all we will ever need is within us, and to unite with it and sense how our life changes. And what they were mentioning, having this really becoming trusting towards ourselves, realizing that contrary to what we have learned, that we know nothing. I mean, that's the way humans have been teaching their children. You don't know anything, you have to learn it all. All the wise people that are out there, and you can only get limited amounts of knowledge, and so many people know much more than you. It's simply not true. And so it's a complete lie, because all the greatest wisdom that ever will be, that is meant for you, is always inside you. You might be inspired by someone, you might be drawn to something and learn something from someone, of course, but the deepest and greatest wisdom you will ever find is inside you. And imagine what that does to our self-esteem when we when we get this realization that there is no place on this planet or any other planet where I can find the wisdom I need. It's inside me. So the whole phenomenon of low self-esteem really vanishes. It can't really be there because you are the wizard. You are the wise man for yourself. So that was beautiful and wonderful to share with you, and I want to wish you a delightful, joyous, peace-filled Sunday wherever you are in the world, no matter what's going on around you, that you find the kingdom of God within you right now, and you never leave it. So, see you soon, my friends. Take care. Bye.